Bob Etheridge. Now, students are going to come up to him and try to ask him a couple of questions. The students are Republican. Bob Etheridge is a Democrat. So, of course, we're on the side of the Democrat, right? Well, let's watch the videotape and find out.
Hi, Congressman. How are you? Do you fully support the Obama agenda?
Who are you? Who are you?
Whoa.
Who are you? Who are you?
Oh, whoa.
Who are you?
I'm here for a project, sir.
Tell me who you are.
We're just here for a project, sir.
Tell me who you are.
We're just here for a project.
I don't
Sir,
care about
please let go of my hand.
Tell me who you are.
I'm just a student, sir.
From. Tell me who
We're
you
just
are.
students. That's all we
I
are.
have a right to know who you are.
Sir, I'm
All we are is
in a
students.
public place.
So am I. Who are you? Who are you?
Please let go of my arm,
Sir.
Who are you?
Sir, please.
Congressman, please
Sir.
let go of me.
Who are you?
Okay.
Who are you?
All right, well, it's Bob Etheridge. Hey, having a little fun wrestling with that gentleman over there. Grabbing him by the back of the neck, man. That's an old school move. That's interesting. My favorite, though, was when he gave him the side hug. You know, when he gave him the Christian side hug. He's like, here, come here. Come here, big guy. Come here. You know what I want to do? Who are you? Who are you? All right, no. Of course we're not on the side of the Democrat here. What are you doing attacking this kid? Are you nuts? Okay, look, you don't want to answer his questions. I hear you, man. You know, you want to say, hey, you didn't book an interview with me. Okay, look, those are all fair. Just keep on walking. I mean, do what the Republicans do sometimes when the liberal groups do the same kind of what they call ambush interviews. Just run. Okay, run for the hills. You remember those? I remember the guy who hid out in the pencil shop and the guy who ran up the steps was like the Rocky dun-da-da-dun-da-da-dun-da-da-dun. Okay, but you don't grab somebody by the back of the neck and be like, I'm Geronimo. Who are you? No, can't have that. That's crazy. No, he's totally in the wrong. Now, what's amazing is there's a website called Mediaite. Now, I've done interviews with them. We've done stories from them. You know, I don't have any particular beef with them, except that they kind of seem to, on many occasions, support the establishment in D.C. Who runs an internet site who supports the establishment? What's the point? Anyway, so they're on Etheridge's side. Why? Are they because they're Democrats? No, they're just pro-establishment. That's a congressman, and he's being challenged. We can't have it. Here's some of the quotes about him. They say that his actions are only partially defensible. Really? Which part? I found him completely indefensible. Okay, then they say, damning in this case is that the faces of the individuals asking the congressman questions have been blurred out. So what? Okay, all right, you know what? I'd have kept my face in there, but the kid didn't want to keep his face in there because, you know, he got touched in weird places by a congressman. I don't know. It's okay. That's his right to blur it out. And then media continues, which brings us back to Etheridge's response. Yeah, he comes off as a jerk, but when in Rome. What does that mean? What does when in Rome mean? So, like, if you're in D.C. and somebody tries to interview you, you wrestle them? That don't make no kind of sense. When in Rome? What is this, Anchorman? I don't think you understand what that means. So then they continue. It will be interesting to follow the stories play out in the news media. Will it be a big story? Probably not, but apparently being prepared for ambush interviews from eager college kids is the next phase of media training for many on Capitol Hill. Yeah, sure. I mean, look, you see what I'm saying? That's why I think this is actually a little bit larger story than just a fun little tape. The people in power are so used to their cozy power, it doesn't matter if it's Democrat or Republican, that if you're challenged in any way and you get asked the question, are you with the Obama agenda? Now, that's a misleading question in a lot of ways, but you can answer it or you can ignore it. But the correct answer is not grab somebody by the back of the neck, right? But they're so comfortable with their power that when anybody challenges, like, how dare you? How dare you? When in Rome, right? And so, yeah, of course that should be part of your training. How do you respond to actual questions? But they're so fat and lazy, and the media has been so terrible for so long, they're not actually used to answering tough questions. They're like, wait, I didn't agree to these ground rules. My ground rules are, I go on CNN, and they ask me really easy questions, and then I give them my standard talking point. Well, all right, yeah, your training should now be, you're going to get asked questions by real citizens on both sides, and you should be prepared to answer them instead of grabbing them. I mean, I'm surprised the kid didn't yell out, why are you grabbing me? Why are you grabbing me? Which, of course, he should have. Now, Congressman Etheridge has come out and say Of course, as he was going to. I deeply and profoundly regret my reaction, and I apologize to all involved. Of course, yada, 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 right? So then one last thing on this. Why did he get so crazy? Why did he get so touchy? I don't know, but I'm going to do a little speculation. That was not within the normal parameters of a reaction by a congressman. My instant reaction was, is Congressman Etheridge hiding something? I mean, did he just step out of his mistress's apartment or something? Why is he all like, get that camera away from me? Why? What were you just doing that you can't have a camera anywhere near you? I mean, that's an awfully touchy thing, right? Did you just come out of a bar? I have no idea. Look, I'm telling you, it's speculation, right? But that kind of overreaction makes me think, you're hiding something, okay? Because if somebody brings a camera in my face, my reaction isn't, who are you? Who are you?